In the case of this election was called on the 6th of June. The government engaged a number of contractors, and I can tell you, we have the dates of all of the contracts. 90% of the contracts was issued the week of elections. The week of beginning 1st of June and thereabout. What happened is they never submitted a list of programs to the Taiwanese. So election or budget ended in March, the old budget for 2015-2016, and the new budget started. So you would have expected that the government would have submitted a list of projects to the Taiwanese. When we came into office, what we found was that there was no program submitted to the Taiwanese for any funding of CDP, even if it was mentioned in the budget. And the government had proceeded in issuing hundreds of projects throughout the constituencies. And I have a list here given to me by, or I found in the ministry, that the staff had to put together when I came in. This, you would see, is April 2016 to June 2016. Projects implemented. Just on the cover page, constituency by constituency, there is an amount of $9,530,061.35. These are projects implemented. Now, some of these projects are just assigned to SLDB alone, St. Lucia Development Bank. On the Axel financing, there was maybe another $4 million worth of projects. And there's some at NRDF. We do not have the figures for NRDF. Plus persons who implemented projects through their own source of funding. So I came in and contractors said, we have finished our work, we want to get paid. But there's no program submitted to the Taiwanese. So you know what I had to do, team? I had to compile a list based on the contracts that were in the ministry. Pretend as if the projects had not been done and submit it to the Taiwanese for approval. It takes a period of time for when you submit it for them to send it up to the headquarters and then to release the funds. Now that's why I wanted the people to go and protest, so that everything would come out in the open. Because I should not have had to pretend as if projects were not done when they had been done, just to try and facilitate payments for them. But that is just the tip of the iceberg. What I found out later is that the government, from January of 2016, where the Taiwanese had been given money in the previous budget cycle to pay for CDP projects, had used the funds for CDP to do other things other than paying for CDP, and was now sending people to SLDB to get the projects paid for. So when I met with the bank, the information that I got was concerning to me, because as a contractor, you could have gone to the bank and taken a small loan to implement your project. You would be owing the bank and you would be paying interest. When your payment became due, the government had no money to pay you. So the government sent you back to the same SLDB, and SLDB paid you the full value of your contract. But that was done at a rate of 6.5% interest. So what the Kenyan Tony administration did was use the CDP money to do other things for government cash flow, and then went and took a loan. The problem we are having is that loan is not registered anywhere. There's no authorization, because if you go in to borrow money on behalf of the government, you either have to come to Parliament. So the persons who signed the documents And I met with the bank, and I have copies of all of the documents. And I want anybody to challenge me on what I'm saying here tonight. So now we are owing the bank interest of over $600,000. That is to come out of CDP. But yet still ministers implemented projects to the value of what was allocated to them through CDP. So